Regulating Act of 1773. The name itself suggests that regulating, which means to regulate or to control. Yes, students, British government wanted to control East India Company in India, and thus they passed a law in the British Parliament to control the East India Company. Now, you might get a doubt that does the East India Company and British government are separate? Yes, students, both of them are separate in the beginning, but later on British government controlled East India Company. Okay, before studying about Regulating Act, let us know some background of East India Company. They came as traders in 1600 with the permission of Queen Elizabeth to trade with India, and the competition increased for Indian goods and British, Portuguese, French, and Dutch traders, and all of them fought with each other, often to buy the Indian goods. The British then thought to control few areas like Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa so that it can make maximum profits. As a result, it fought Battle of Buxar and Battle of Plassey and many other wars to control few areas. Soon, in 1765, it gained Diwani status. Now, the Diwani status means the rights over revenue and civil justice. Even though they were successful initially in gaining huge amounts of profits from India, soon the East India Company went into losses. When examined about the reasons for the company's loss, it was found that there was huge corruption everywhere, from servants to officials. And the British government took the responsibility to control the East India Company by passing this Regulating Act. Now, one interesting fact is Robert Clive played a major role in the defeat of few Indian kings like Siraj-ud-Dawla, Mir Jafar in Battle of Plassey or Battle of Buxar, and finally he was proved to be corrupt because he took huge revenue while returning to British. So he did suicide in the year 1774. Okay, now let us know the features of Regulating Act. The first point is Governor of Bengal became Governor General of Bengal. The first such Governor General of Bengal is Lord Warren Hastings. They created a 4-member executive council to assist him. So before that, before this act was introduced, Governor of Bengal, Governor of Bombay, Governor of Madras were independent of each other. But after the introduction of this act, Governor of Bombay and Governor of Madras were assigned to assist him. That is the Governor General of Bengal. So, the Governor of Bombay and Governor of Madras subordinated Governor General of Bengal from this act itself. So, now a question for you guys. In which act the Governor of Bombay and Madras lost the power of being independent? It is Regulating Act. Now, let us again revise the features. First, the Governor of Bengal was designated as Governor General of Bengal. Lord Warren Hastings was the first Governor General of Bengal. Governor General of Bengal have Executive Council of 4 members. Governor of Bombay and Governor of Madras lost their independent powers and became subordinate to assist him. Now, the fifth feature is it established a Supreme Court at Calcutta in the year 1774. This Supreme Court had 1 Chief Justice and 3 other judges. Now, the sixth point, it prohibited the company servants from taking bribe or doing any private trade. Students, in the beginning I have told you that East India Company's losses was due to corruption. This step was taken to control the corruption, that is by passing the Regulating Act, and also prohibiting the company servants from engaging in private trades, and also taking bribe from natives. Now, the seventh point is the British government established Court of Directors to govern East India Company. And Court of Directors used to report on civil and military affairs. Even revenue affairs report was also given to British to examine the commercial affairs of East India Company. Even though they brought Regulating Act to control the affairs of East India Company and its corruption, the Regulating Act was not 100% efficient, and there were few defects because the corruption was still not in control. So they introduced an amendment act to regulation, and that is the Act of Settlement, and it was implemented in the year 1781. Now, nothing important changes regarding administration was done in this act. So in the next lecture, we will continue with the Pitt's India Act. Thank you for watching.